Now I need to make a few disclaimers here. EJK does not support a CB125F, let alone a Euro 5 bike. So this is literally an F around and find out job. Okay, today is a project that I've been trying to get done for over a year now. I bought an electronic jet kit, EJK by I think, Dobchek? One of these things. Now, brand new, these things will cost about, give or take, $500 Australian to get it shipped over from America. But every now and then you find one on the second-hand or clearance markets in Australia, and that's where I found this one. The trouble is that this one is for a twin cylinder and it's got the wrong injector plugs on it. And I had considered rewiring it, but I put that in the too hard basket, and as a result, it's been sat in a box for over a year. I bought that late 2024. Now, last week, I found another one. This one is for a PCX 125. So not only is it for a single cylinder Honda, it also has the correct injector plugs. Now I need to make a few disclaimers here. EJK does not support a CB125F, let alone a Euro 5 bike. And as far as I'm aware, EJK does not offer products for any Euro 5 bikes. So this is literally an F around and find out job. My understanding is these sorts of kits won't work on a Euro 5 bike because the ECU is constantly checking for interference precisely for modules like this. Basically, we're going to plug it in and see what happens. I think the EJK will think everything's fine. I think the riding experience is going to be much like it was on when I put in the 140cc injector. Currently the bike has a 120, the stock is a 90cc injector. The trouble is with the 140cc injector, while it was getting too much fuel, the ECU would just fuel cut and the bike would just bog and slow down. That's what I think is going to end up happening once we get this installed. So don't treat this like a how-to video. It is not. It is more of a let's put it in and see what happens. Now, the only thing we really need to do here is disconnect the negative terminal because the EJK gets its power from the injector wire and it just needs to be grounded off here. So we are just going to thread that screw in there so we don't lose it, and just for now leave all this stuff hanging down. All right. Now, since the last time a lot of you have seen this bike, I had the pod filter on. I have since removed the pod filter and put the pipe back on. The pod filter sounded great, but it was doing nothing for performance that I didn't already have, and if anything, it took a little bit off the top end, which is exactly the opposite of what I'm going for. So of course, if you're unfamiliar with my bike, this engine from Yamanashi has a high compression piston, large 28mm throttle body, 120cc fuel injector, and of course this custom intake pipe here that still uses the stock airbox and the stock filter. The electronic jet kit itself is really simple. We unplug this wire off the fuel injector, plug the EJK into the injector and the other end into the stock wiring loom. And then we just connect the negative terminal there. So the EJK itself, I'm going to mount probably somewhere up in here, below the seat level, but somewhere accessible. And what we need to do is feed this injector wire in, probably under the frame there. I'll come around the other side and fetch it. Like I say, this is not a how-to, so I'm not trying to show you step by step what I'm doing here. Let's give ourselves as much slack in the wiring as we can. We can always tighten it up later. Neatness is not really the concern. Okay, all right, so that end will go onto the injector. The trick here is getting in there to actually unplug that port. So what we're going to do, we're going to plug it into this could be difficult. Which way is it going to go? This way still. All right. So there is a fine difference between the plug on the EJK and this plug, and it's got exactly everything to do with where these are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just try and snip this tab off, and we'll just make it fit. This is, of course, what qualifies as a don't do what Nick does. This would not surprise me if the clip was a little bit too small. All right, I need some more data. I need to make sure. All right, before I go jamming anything in where it doesn't belong, this is the stock injector, the 90cc, and I'm looking in here and the pins are decidedly different. So I made an assumption that it looked right and it was just going to fit, but it is not. It is entirely different. So I was hoping that I would be able to just say, yeah, look, it fits straight in. Bop, 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 bop. But that's not the case at all. Surely there's an adapter or something. All right, this project will go on hold. I'll try and figure out an injector adapter. Someone's going to have made one somewhere. Once I've got that figured out, then I can plug this in. I once called this Honda's unmodifiable bike. And having said that, thanks to Yumanashi parts, I've done a lot of modification on it. But it's stuff like this, where different injectors between Honda 125 models just make things difficult. All right, so there's literally nothing I can do about that today. I need to go back to the drawing board, and let's just see if I can't make this work. On the plus side, putting everything back the way it is as simple as plugging this injector back in. And that's done. So the only thing I lost today was time, but that's kind of how I do these videos. I don't plan them, I just turn the camera on and start working. I'm never sure at this point whether or not I want to save the footage and make it into one big video, but I think I'll break this down. We'll see how many hits this video does. Heaven forbid if it gets me more than 100 views, I might do a part 2. Give me your theories about how the Euro 5 bike is going to handle a fuel module like an EJK. See if my theory is correct, and we'll see what I can find to make this work.